There we go. Happy Monday. Hello, Patty Larkin. Boy, it has been a while since I've seen you.
I know. We were trying to figure it out. It's been a while.
The La Guitarra tour,
Mm-hmm.
and just one show after that with Beppe Gambetta. Was
Mm-hmm.
right.
Mm-hmm.
But the La Guitarra tour was great fun. I have to thank you for putting that whole project together.
Well,
So, I mean, not only with your, singing, songwriting virtuosities, you've also put together a collection of women guitarists and then took us on tour. I mean, that was just
I
really
know.
cool.
It was really exciting to actually see it come alive in the live shows. And I remember the first one was in D.C., the Barns at Wolf Trap in D.C. And Bet and I were sitting back at the board, and you started it out, and just killed. Mimi Fox was on that show, and Kathy King as well. And we were like, "Oh my God, this is fantastic!" Because you can fix things on record, but it was just a really lovely live experience. So thank you for
Yeah,
being
and
there.
hanging out in the bus on the way to gigs
Hmm.
was fun. It was a good hang.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, and then you did a couple of those tours.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did Baji Assad and Ellen McElwain, who's someone who had influenced me really early on, and still screamingly amazing guitarist and singer, songwriter from Canada. And we did another one with Sharon Isbin and Khaki, and that was I was like the middle child again because it was just two completely different styles of the guitar, but all of it just ended up being a wonderful, memorable experience. So, really glad that we have that time and to remember, but also we have the CD that's still available. La
Yeah,
Guitarra, yeah.
right.
So
And you have a new CD,
I
don't you?
do. Yeah, it came out a year ago, just right before the pandemic started. But it's called Bird in a Cage. It's a collection of 10 poets that I set to song, and that was also similar in a way because just working on a landscape that I hadn't crossed before, in many ways, and writing music to other people's words was new for me. So changed my life.
Well, and do you have something that you can do from that album?
Yeah, I brought this out. The title is Bird in a Cage is taken from a William Carlos Williams poem called The Fool's Song. So I'll do a little bit of that for you. I tried to put a bird in a cage. A fool that I am. For the bird was truth. Sing merrily truth. Truth in a cage. Fool I am. And when I had the bird in the cage, a fool that I am. Why it broke my pretty cage. Sing merrily truth, fool I am. I tried to put a bird in a cage. A fool that I am, for the bird was truth. Sing merrily truth, truth in a cage. Fool I am. And when the bird had flown from the cage, a fool that I am, I had no bird nor cage. Sing merrily truth, fool I am. Day by day, sing, dreamer, sing. One of these days, you will fly with only the truth to carry your wings, for only the truth survives. Día a día cantan los oidores, cantan. Uno de estos días vas a volar con solo verdad para llevar tus alas. Solo la verdad sobrevive.
Oh, it was so cool.
Vibey.
Wow, great.
He was an immigrant, son of an immigrant family, and spoke Spanish as his first language. And Carlos Williams, and he also not only was a poet, he was also a doctor. So he didn't have a lot of time on his hands, but he did well.
Yes.
Not a slacker.
So, have you played any gigs out this year?
I just I did something in Pennsylvania in Kennett Square. They did a rooftop. They're doing a rooftop series outside of Philly, and we had a lovely night last Saturday night. It's on a garage rooftop, and you can take the elevator up to the 4th floor and see the sunset at the same time. So it was really astounding to see people without their masks on, actually, in public. And it's kind of, they've got a cool thing going on in that town where they blocked off Main Street for now. I think they're going to do something else in a bit, but and it feels like Italy. It really does. It feels like there's people dining in the middle of the street with tables, and waitress people in and out. Waiters and waitresses, and so it's got this really al fresco vibe to it. It's a very artsy town. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'll be.
How about you?
Yeah, I'll be doing just over a week again. Rochester on June 3rd, a house concert there, and then probably an outdoor house concert. And then Sayre, Pennsylvania, very nice, another outdoor series, the following day, June 4th. And then Homer, New York on the 5th.
Wow, you got a string of dates.
And the 6th in Beacon at the Town Crier. I bet you've played at the Town Crier.
Yes, yeah, it's a lovely place, lovely gig.
Yeah, a little historic restaurant venue. It's really neat. Yeah. So that's something. This will be the first four string.
Yeah,
tour.
That's
How about
wild,
that?
isn't it? Just to kind of get prepared for that and go out and see people live again. It's emotional in a way. It was moving to see people show up and just it's more of a connection than ever, I think, to have live music. So
Yeah.
that'll be a lot of fun to do that many in a row, I think. You'll kind of get up and going and get on a roll.
I hope so. I hope so. It's been a while. I did 2 shows in Florida, but in February. But other than that, that was
Yeah.
it for the year.
No, strange.
So
Really different.
yeah, so I'm really, really looking forward to seeing the folks in upstate New York and Pennsylvania.
Oh, that'll be a
Yeah,
blast.
it'll be great. What do you think about doing a tune together? Oh, I should mention too. You're invited to my birthday party.
I saw it on your
Yes,
sketch.
yes. So everyone's invited, and then I'm doing something different. And instead of opening gifts, I'm going to give gifts to everyone who shows up, everyone who's there online, and I've got Pam. She's going to mail them out and everything. So
That's
so
a
we're
good
we're
one.
still figuring that out. But if you register on the website, I've got a little link there. Then we'll keep you posted how we're going to do it.
Well, that's good. I think your birthday's 2 days before mine, and my sister Kathleen's is on the same day, and my other sister's is 5 days later. So we should
Wow!
all
Well,
try
happy
to get together.
birthday! Yeah, all the sisters.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom tried to have 3 for 3, and the Des Moines Register had the type already set for 3 girls. Well, they didn't know it was going to be a girl then,
I see. Well, do you want to try one
Yeah.
together and see if we can, overcome
Yes.
the lag?
Yes, yeah.
You know?
This is also this one's a vibey song as well called "Coming Up for Air." You want to do that one?
Sure.
Great. We are surrounded by so much water that we might as well get a boat. We could swim like Neptune's daughter to the other side of the moat. Coming up for rising to very new somewhere, coming up for on the last breath around. We are sleeping in a canyon where the walls rise up to the sky. We could reach the rail by standing and begin to breathe the sigh. Coming up for air. Rising to a very new somewhere, coming up for air. Last breath around. We sway like a willow that is weeping coming up for air. Rising to a very new somewhere, coming up for air. Last breath around. Last breath around. Last breath. Nice.
Oh, that was fun. I have
That
no
was
idea
fun.
what it sounded like with the lag, but it was really
Sounded
really
good on
fun
this
to do.
end, so
Oh,
that's,
good,
that's all that
good.
matters if we like it.
It's Monday, it's we can do anything we want to on Mondays,
That's right.
That's the rule here.
Until we get to Blur's Day, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So how when we were doing the La Guitarra tour, you had just adopted 2 little girls.
Yeah, I was thinking about that after we talked about that during sound check. Yeah, our younger daughter we adopted in I'm going to say late July, and we were on tour at Halloween or around, I don't know when we started, September. Yeah, she was in a backpack. So yeah, that was crazy.
And how is
when
she
you think about
doing
it.
now?
She's great. She's been a soccer player. She works out. She did an abs class during the pandemic lockdown that killed us online, and she's way into volleyball now. So that's her new passion. And our
And
older,
what class is she in school?
she's a sophomore in high
She's
school.
a sophomore in
Yeah,
high school.
she's taking driving lessons, Muriel. That's
Isn't it amazing how they get older and we stay the same?
exactly,
You know?
exactly. And then
Yeah.
our older daughter is just finishing her first semester of college, so it's like, yeah, it's amazing though. It's when we first adopted our older daughter Ruby, people would say, "Oh my God, wait till the terrible 2s," or then the next gig would be like, "Oh, when they're 4, it's hell," and then it'd be like, "Oh, when they're teenagers, it's just horrific." And then somebody did say, "When they start driving, that's scary." I said, "Okay, I get that." But then I talked to our next door
Yeah.
neighbor, and she was like, "It's all good, and it really is all good. It's just ever-changing landscape of life, but it really is pretty astounding." Thanks for asking. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. It's amazing what the turns that life brings us.
I know.
I never thought I would be a sailor for one.
I
and that-
know. I remember when you started sailing, and
Well-
you were like, I have no knowledge of it or whatever. Now you're like all over the world with it.
Well, Brian is the sailor. I am the passenger, really.
Yeah.
I'm the first mate.
Well, you know what boat stands for, don't you? It's
Yes.
break out another 1,000.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we do it on a shoestring budget, and in fact, a shoestring of a sail. The sail is just in tatters by the end of the last trip, and so I want to thank our patrons for pitching in and making it possible for us to get a new mainsail.
Oh, that's
So if you look
That's
at the
big.
new, in fact, on the new episode that's just up, I should have a link right on there, Acoustic Sailing. The new episode has my song to open it up, and we are
that's
thinking
great.
about using the new song that came in a dream. So I didn't write it, I just captured it,
Oh my.
So we were thinking of using that
Fabulous.
as a theme song. So if anyone has some thoughts, go ahead and text in. So what do you think about using it as a theme song?
Want to do it?
Sure, I'll do it. And and it was a real gift. Even when I was in the dream and I heard the lady singing it in my head, I said, "Oh, it's a gift." So I even thought that in the dream. Then I woke up, and it's only the second time that I've been able to remember all the parts, the bass, the percussion, the 2 guitar parts, the lyrics, most of the lyrics.
Wow.
and then had a background there, did some ooze thing. If you feel inspired, add some oohs and ahs there, about halfway through or so.
Okay.
That's where it came in the dream.
Okay.
So just to
I'll be
recreate it.
dreamlike.
Okay.
Cool.
So this is I'll make myself full screen so you can see the whole guitar here. Hang on
Cool.
a second. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, here we go. And this, I guess I'll just call this Sailing Dream. It starts out with some kind of little boat sounds here. I'd like to sail the world again, feel the wind above the waves, and live from day to day, where life is not predictable, wondering what is round the very next bay. I'd like to raise the sails again, watching for the whales again, and never have to say, I wish that I had done the things that I can't do when I'm too old to play. To breathe again, puff again, laugh again, love again in real time. Despite the tides, worst of times, best of times, follow right behind. The mainsail is unfurled again, to be part of the world again on my time. I'd like to pull the anchor in, sail to where I've never been, with sunset on our lee. Awaken to the sparkles on the water, then I'm feeling free. I'd like to sail the world again, feel the wind above the waves, and live from day to day, where life is not predictable, wondering what is round the very next bay. I'd like to raise the sails again, watching for the whales again, and never have to say, I wish that I had done the things that I can't do when I'm too old to play. Tribe again, tack again, I am now back again in real life. I'd like to sail the world again. I'd like to sail the world again. There it is.
Yeah, beautiful.
Thank you.
I went there with you.
Well, there were a couple of the words that she sang in my head that I changed, or that I couldn't quite remember, and so I reconstructed them.
Yeah, the
And
siren.
especially the second. Yeah, that's right. You got the siren. Yes.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So yeah, we should say some hellos, and also, let me know what you think about making that the theme song for the Acoustic Sailing Channel, and see if you have some thoughts there. I'll call in the sailor. Brian, have you been saying some hellos?
Yes. Well, Bunny Barnes says hello. Perennial Seagull Tom Hankinson says hello. Mike McLennison. Joyce Glasgow, who's not from Scotland but Seattle, says hello. Tallfan, who is from Scotland, says hello. Hey, Tallfan, can we get Ian Anderson hooked up with Muriel doing one of these things? Can you help us with that?
I worked
Michael
with him at one point.
Robbins,
Oh,
Jay Baton.
email him.
Don Gaynor from Oklahoma has a cryptic note that says Muriel, a.k.a. Taterbug. Does that mean something to you?
Oh, yes, I have a lovely little taterbug mandolin. Yes,
Wow.
yes, I think it's in reference to that, and it was a great gift, a lovely gift from California. Yes.
John Wise is out there saying hello. Gail White, Lady Pamela, and Den McCartney.
Yeah. So thank you for some hellos, and yeah, and some people have been leaving some lovely comments on the Acoustic Sailing channel too. So it's fun to do that. Our next trip, what we're going to take, this is after my tour up to upstate New York and Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
Then we're going to take some instruments. We're going to try to pick up some ukuleles and some other small instruments. And then if there are music programs along the coast of Massachusetts and Maine that can use instruments, we'll distribute them as we go.
Nice.
Yes, and hopefully write another song or two on the way.
Yeah, that sounds lovely.
Yeah. Have you been doing some writing during this
I have
past
been,
year?
yeah. Other than sort of getting a handle on the new album and wanting to present that as well, but yeah, I've been continuing. When I did this Bird in the Cage poem project, I had been writing songs and instrumentals, and so I'm finishing up the things I hadn't finished and writing some new things. So, yeah, it just kind of keeps going. It's good. It's I just see where it leads, I suppose.
Well, one thing that I noticed when we were doing the La Guitarra tour is you are quite musically educated. You're one of those songwriters that has had a lot of experience, and your songs have a lot of depth to them and a lot of complexity that underneath that builds it, and it really makes them quite unique and interesting.
Well, thank you. I
And
appreciate that.
could you do another
Yeah.
for us?
Yeah, I'll do one of my thinking about these days. Can't blame it on the moon no more, no. Can't blame it on the radar weather. Can't blame it on my lucky stars, my mother or my father. I'm holed up in the bell tower, looking for four walls to bounce off, looking for a donkey I can maybe pin a tail on, yeah. I've taken a staying up late, taking up bowling, take a couple aspirin and I call my lover in the morning, and I've taken to talking to myself. I don't even get it. I gotta get out of my head. It'll drive me crazy if I let it. Who holds your hand when you're alone? Who holds your hand when you're alone? So I put a cup of tea on and I looked at Rand McNally, and I put a couple shoes on and I hurried down the alley. Now I'm driving down the highway, trying to get the lead out, rolling down the window, sticking my neck out. Who holds your hand when you're alone? Who holds your hand when you're alone? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Well, now some people believe in Jesus. Guess that works real good. Some people believe in God like they believe in knocking on wood. Religion is a picture window. Life is not a pretty picture. Rattles when the wind blows. Never knew it hit her. Who holds your hand when you're alone? Who holds your hand when you're alone? Who holds when you're
Great.
yeah.
You're such a wordsmith with that. I love the way you rhymed Rand McNally and Alley. You know, it just and where you put it in the context of the beat, where you
Sometimes-
place your words is so
Sometimes
cool.
I'm able to in live shows get in the fact that Rand McNally is a map. I'm referring to a map because
Yes, right.
actually
Not a
most
person.
people probably know that at my shows. But yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Like I do have one atlas that I saved that's got all the national parks on it, but for the most part, don't use them anymore.
Yeah.
How do you get around?
Rand McNally mostly.
Really, the acoustic version of GPS.
Yes, and now we actually gave the GPS when I was touring with Tierra Negra. We gave him a name because he was such an important part of the band. So we
That was a
called him.
great, that was a great band. Are you guys still playing together? Or?
We haven't for a while. We just haven't
hard.
been physically able to get together.
Two continents.
Yes, they're in Germany, and so we have visited. We stayed in touch. We're best of friends, really.
Yeah, it's a
And
great album.
The
one I
Nuevo
have.
Flamenco.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely great.
Oh, thank you. It was just a joy to work with Tierra Negra, with Leo and Rauji, I tell you. Well, I can't run too far over time because I am teaching a shared private lesson on the music of Chet Atkins. And and if actually we're discussing maybe running another session of that. So if you're interested in signing up for a shared private lesson with Chet Atkins music, let me know, because we are just trying to decide whether we'll do another one. So if we hear some interest, so we'll definitely play some of it.
And Muriel, you don't know how many harp guitars you actually are in possession
I have
of?
one here.
Yeah, just bring that up. Such a cool instrument.
Yes,
No,
I've had this for just over a week now,
Wow.
and I have to thank Mike Christian at Long Island Guitar Repair for putting it back together after shipping. A couple little shipping.
Oh dear Lord. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Everything was completely fixable. Okay. So, but we have some
Just a
couple comments here. I'm gonna put Brian on for a second.
David Bainter says he hopes you're never too old to play, referencing your song. And Edward Pexis Lowen says, are you going to be in Rochester when you're in New York?
Yes, Rochester is on Thursday the 3rd, and that's a private house concert, and it's on my website. So if you just go there, go to my tour schedule, and there's a phone number to call for reservation. So that should be a really nice one, definitely.
Well,
So thank
have
you.
fun out
I look
there.
forward to seeing you in Rochester. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll just do a couple minutes of the Mr. Bojangles. I've actually never played it on a harp guitar, so I bet it would be nice. So this is the tune I'll be teaching, and Chet taught it to me, kind of real basic, like. Simple and sweet. It's really nice. But I can't keep myself from improvising just a little bit on it. I wonder how this would. Chet did something like this.
beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Well, Patty, do you have one more to take us out? And is there anything else that we need to mention today? I think
No,
we've covered everything. Your Patty's new album, I do have that linked on my Now site.
Thank you.
It's linked on your website. And thank you, Brian, for fielding
Caught me,
the comments. And then right after this, or after I finish my teaching, I'll go on the acoustic sailing site and answer any comments that you have there. So,
Right. Well, if you feel so inclined, this is in F. Is that about right? I'm capoed up, so it's all open sea to me. Get it right there. Thank you, Muriel, for inviting me on this Monday evening.
thank you,
expo.
Patty.
Yeah, it's a real pleasure to see you and spend some time today with you.
Yeah, I just
That's the Benny.
I think your music is just marvelous, and your person is marvelous too. So.
Likewise, thank you.
And hello to Bet as well.
Yes, I will. Give her your best. Yes, she says hi. Would have retuned had I but known. Well, it's got to be in tune. Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
We're gonna go
Well-
right into your Chet Atkins lesson.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Well,
Next time
it's
we'll
worth.
next time we'll talk about your cookbook.
Oh yeah.
I gotta find out about that. I'll look online. Take care. Well, I've heard enough, and I've seen enough, and I know enough to know a good thing. I see it, and it's a bad thing to let go. Well, I've been around. Been up and down until I've been out of control with your world all in motion. Gotta put a ball in a chain of my soul. All those angels running, picking up the pieces, putting back together hearts broke long ago. I know a good thing, and I see it's a bad thing to let go. is nothing less than perfect in a less than perfect world. All those angels running, picking up the pieces, putting back together parts. I know a good thing when I see it. To let go.
Oh, I would love to play more music with you.
That was
Patty.
beautiful. I
Yeah.
love that. What you're doing there. Gorgeous.
Wow, the song was just
Got me.
stunning.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you for playing.
well, it's great to have you on, and it's nice to have on somebody who I'm a fan of
Thanks.
on
Nice
Monday
to meet you.
Live again. Yes. So, well, I better say a quick so long, and see you again soon.
Okay, cheers. Thanks
Cheers.
for having
Brian
me.
wants to say so long.
Four more.
Okay, just a quick 4 more hellos from Brian.
Pam Hoy, Sandy
Oh,
Hartman,
Pam.
who says, I love, love, love Patty Larkin.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Marty Masters and Rob Waxman all say hello.
Oh, yeah, great. I'm glad Marty's here
Love you all.
and Rob as well. So thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next Monday. All right. Cheers.